Commander Sarah Chun watched from the sidelines as the Galactic Youth Tournament unfolded before her. The massive arena on Nexus Prime buzzed with excitement as young beings from across the galaxy demonstrated their abilities in various competitions. Her weathered hands, scarred from countless battles during the Terran-Zephyrian War, gripped the railing as she observed the spectacle. Among the competitors, one figure caught her attention. A young Caltharian boy, no more than 14 in Earth years, sat alone in the participant area. His iridescent blue skin seemed duller than that of his peers, and his forearms hung limply at his sides. The neural interface crown that all Caltharians wore to control their telekinetic abilities flickered weakly on his elongated head. ZYX-47 had dreamed of this moment for cycles. The Galactic Tournament was broadcast across 17 star systems, and winners received scholarships to the prestigious Interstellar Academy. But as he watched other young beings effortlessly manipulate matter with their minds, create force fields, and levitate massive objects, his own feeble attempts seemed pathetic in comparison. Participant ZYX-47, "You're up for the Telekinetic Precision Challenge," announced the synthetic voice of the tournament coordinator. The Caltharian boy struggled to his feet, his legs trembling. A birth defect had left his neural pathways damaged, limiting his telekinetic abilities to barely lifting a feather. Around him, other competitors whispered and pointed. Some of the older participants from warrior species laughed openly at his obvious disability. Sarah recognized that look of determination mixed with desperation. She had seen it in the mirror after losing her left leg to a plasma mine, when doctors told her she would never serve in active combat again. She had seen it in the faces of young soldiers who had lost limbs, sight, or cognitive function in battle. As ZYX-47 limped toward the competition platform, Sarah made a decision that would violate every protocol in the tournament handbook. "Wait!" she called out, stepping onto the arena floor. Security drones immediately surrounded her, their scanners analyzing her credentials. Commander Sarah Chun, Terran Defense Force, requesting permission to address the participant. The crowd fell silent. Galactic tournaments had strict non-interference policies. No outsiders were allowed to interact with competitors during active events. Sarah ignored the protests from tournament officials and approached the young Caltharian. Up close, she could see the tears forming in his large, opalescent eyes. "You don't have to do this," she said gently in Galactic Standard. "Not like this." ZYX-47 looked up at her, confusion evident on his alien features. "But I trained for this. My family. They saved for cycles to get me here." Sarah knelt down, bringing herself to eye level with the boy. "What's your greatest strength, ZYX?" I don't have any strengths. I'm broken." "No," Sarah said firmly. "I've been watching you. While others practiced their powers, you studied their techniques. You analyzed their weaknesses. You've memorized every pattern, every strategy. Your mind is your weapon." She reached into her jacket and pulled out a small device, a neural amplifier from her military days, designed to help wounded soldiers interface with cybernetic prosthetics. "This won't give you powers you don't have," she explained, "but it will amplify what's already there. More importantly, it will show everyone that strength comes in many forms." Tournament officials were shouting now, threatening disqualification, but Sarah continued. "The choice is yours. You can withdraw and know you gave up, or you can show them that being different doesn't mean being less." ZYX-47 stared at the device, then at Sarah's prosthetic leg, visible now beneath her uniform. Understanding dawned in his eyes. "Will you stay and watch?" he asked quietly. "Wouldn't miss it for all the credits in the galaxy," Sarah replied, standing and backing away as security approached. What happened next would become legend across the star systems. ZYX-47, with his amplified but still limited abilities, couldn't match the raw power of his competitors. Instead, he demonstrated something far more impressive: precision, strategy, and unbreakable determination. He used his opponents' overconfidence against them, turning their overwhelming force into weakness. He didn't win the tournament, but he earned something more valuable: respect, and the realization that heroism isn't defined by what you can do, but by choosing to do what's right despite the odds. As Sarah watched the young Caltharian receive a standing ovation from beings across the galaxy, she smiled. Sometimes the greatest victories weren't about winning at all.